early days of the pandemic, we kept on hearing COVID hits people without fear or favour. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, how wealthy you are, you're not immune. You know, COVID might come and get you. That on one level is true. But much more fundamentally, what we've discovered is that the inequalities, which are already or were already really apparent in our country, were laid starkly bare by COVID. Because if you're poor, if you live in a poor quality home, if you live in an overcrowded home, if you're from most ethnic minority communities, if you had disabilities, all of those things, all of those things that were already indicators of people who were disadvantaged in our society, well, COVID hit them harder than anyone else. So I think if we do anything other than draw a big sigh of relief when COVID goes away and then forget it ever happened, which would be a real shame if that's what we did, if we do actually take the time to think, what have we learned from all of that, then institutions that already understand something about inequality and who have a very clear kind of mission and purpose to challenge that inequality and try to mitigate its worst effects, these organizations must have a critical role to play. I've talked in my career quite a lot about the future. Don't bother trying to predict the future, because that's a mug's game, you'll get it wrong. But imagining the future, how would we like a post-COVID future to look? That's a really exciting question. And people like NCRC are in a great position to ask that question of themselves and all of the people that they come into contact with.